Hi there, my name is April. I'm the founder of a company called Compassionate Coding. So what you said about Tech for Good not being a side project, but actually the thing, is really appealed to me. My question, though, is about empathy. So obviously, my company is Compassionate Coding. I love empathy. I think it's great. One thing I've seen, though, is how empathy can be weaponized if used to manipulate. And it can also be used kind of thoughtlessly. For example, a lot of our apps like Facebook we can use empathy to see that people enjoy getting notifications that somebody liked something, but that can become addictive and it actually becomes a negative. So I'm wondering if any of you have any thoughts on kind of the intersection of empathy with ethics in the design process, just to kind of spark the discussion. Tristan Harris out of Google, who used to work in design at Google, has proposed a Hippocratic oath for designers that we would not do any psychological harm when we're designing products. So that's like one idea. But I was wondering if you have any thoughts on this. It's kind of been in the news lately, and it's been on my mind. So I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Right. Anybody want to?
No, I think that you probably have thought about this.
I get
Back on the moderator.
Well, it's a great question, and the first thing I'm going to say you're probably not going to like, which is that we are so far from that. I mean, we are so far from not having too much empathy that it's like we have a long way to go. There are going to be certainly certain things that we do that we over pivot. It's a fun word to use, right? We over pivot. But I think that mostly we are not for 99% of the time we are not stepping in the shoes of the other person. So in the 1% of the time, I don't know, I'm making that up, but in the 1% of the time that we are, that we, I like the idea of taking an oath. I mean, I think that's great. I mean, I think that when we're talking about tech for good, we should also talk about design for good as well. Yeah. And that if an engineer is sitting there wondering, engineer or coder or any kind of designer really, is sitting there wondering if what they're doing is not going to be good for the world, then they have to have that talk with themselves, right? So, yeah, if we want to institute some sort of, if a company wants to institute some sort of do not be evil, yeah, great. And because right now there's also certain companies that get tabbed for being evil and they're not. So there's that too. So I'm not sure if that answers your question, but I think it's provocative. I just think we're just so far away from that because the work that I do, 5 minutes left, the work that I do is most people need much more empathy. Sure. They're much more driving and they want to do what they want to do and they don't want to talk. They don't want to get the feedback. They don't want to be influenced. They think their idea is like God's gift, and that's what they think. And even Apple, that's pretty much they think. That's not really what they think. I mean, Steve Jobs used to go down to the Apple store in Palo Alto all the time and check out what people were doing. So even Steve Jobs, who is an amazing designer, he was still learning what people think. So we have just a long way to go, and to listen to what other people have to say.